Today, we are going to talk about Alabama's no-fly zone secondary, one of the top secondaries returning to college football in 2022. Let's get this video to 500 likes, fam. We appreciate you more than you know. Now, leading off, the Alabama Crimson Tide added one of the most dynamic secondary players in all of college football this past offseason in Eli Ricks. 6'2", 195 pounds. Comes over to Alabama after 2 seasons at LSU. Now, last season, he was a little bit injury-plagued, but the year before that, during the 2020 season, he was one of the most dynamic freshmen at the corner position in all of college football. You got to think Eli Ricks comes to Alabama, and he's going to be an immediate impact player. Now, as you know, Alabama struggled at the corner position late in the season because Josh Jobe was out, as was Jalen Armour Davis. So the 2 corners that you saw play in the national title game against the Georgia Bulldogs, Kool-Aid McKinstry and Kyrie Jackson. Let's start first with Kool-Aid McKinstry. Out of Birmingham, Alabama, we had plenty of opportunities to see the young freshman out of Pinson Valley. He played in every single game this season for Alabama. It's 15 total. On the season, he had 26 total tackles, 9 of those solos, and he had 1 interception this past season, which he returned for 13 yards. I think we've seen just the tip of the iceberg in terms of talent from Kool-Aid McKinstry, and I think as he continues to progress more, I think he's going to be a very solid and dependable corner for Alabama. Let's talk about Kyrie Jackson, who we were able to see later in the season. At 6'3", 197 pounds, Kyrie Jackson brings some good length to that corner position. Out of East Mississippi Community College, Jackson, who started in the national championship game, played in 12 games this past season, recording 7 tackles and had 0 interceptions on the season. Now, as we look to the star position for Alabama, you have Brian Branch, 6 foot, 190 pounds. And yes, we're going to talk about Malachi Moore as well. But let's talk about Branch right now. Out of Sandy Creek High School in Tyrone, Georgia, Brian Branch had a fantastic campaign during his sophomore season. He's already played in 27 games. This past season, playing in 15 games, had a total of 55 tackles. And get this, in the past 2 seasons, he's had a total of 18 pass breakups. So what about Malachi Moore? Look, at a university as dominant at the college football level as the University of Alabama, you're going to have tons of competition yearly. And I think with Malachi Moore, it's not about that he isn't talented enough. It's just about right now that Brian Branch is playing at such a high level. So with Malachi Moore returning, you want quality depth at this level. And when you have a sophomore that has the talent that Malachi Moore has, he's going to get on the field, just as we saw him during his freshman season. Now, Malachi Moore this past year played in 15 games. There's a lot of people that speculated about some sort of injury, but then again, he's played in a total of 26 games over the past 2 seasons. And as we know, each college football season is a gauntlet, especially when you play in the SEC. So we'll continue to keep you posted on the progress and the development of Malachi Moore. Now, Alabama recently had many different players declare early for the 2022 NFL draft, but 2 juniors that elected to come back are both from the secondary and are both the safeties for the Alabama Crimson Tide, Demarco Helens and Jordan Battle. Jordan Battle will be returning for his senior season, 6'1", 210 pounds. This is major news with Jordan Battle coming back because I feel that with the talent and already the overall numbers that he's put up at Alabama on the defensive side, he could have went into the NFL. I could see him being even a 3rd-round pick. But with him coming back, you're getting a veteran that has played in a ton of games for Alabama. Through the past 3 seasons, Jordan Battle, he's been super dependable, super durable. He's already played in 41 games, and he has 182 total tackles with 5 interceptions and 13 pass breakups. That's a lot of production over the past 3 seasons. Alabama will also be returning Demarco Helens, who will be returning for his senior season. Out of Washington, D.C., Demarco Helens, pound for pound, one of the hardest hitters on the team. He's played in a total of 41 games, has a total of 153 tackles with 3 interceptions and 9 pass deflections. So we want to hear from you about Alabama's secondary. What do you think about this no-fly zone? Who are you excited to see? Which players do you think are going to rise up that we might not have mentioned? Guys who are new to the program, freshmen, maybe a sleeper sophomore. We want to hear from you inside the comment box. Let's get this video to 500 likes. That'd mean a lot to us right here on BamaInsider.com. My name is Kyle Henderson. Please hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time for another video regarding the Alabama Crimson Tide football team.